Hey everyone, it's Ian here. I am at Cube for a Cause. It is just about to start. I am joined by Nick Z. We just recorded an episode a few days ago. How you doing?
Hey, happy to be back and happy to be here in person.
Yes, it's great to see everybody. The event hasn't started yet. It'll be starting like in 20, 30 minutes or so, startups, but it's going to be a great event and everyone enjoy. Now I'm here with Cade. How you doing?
I'm doing so well, Ian. It's a treat to see you in person after it's been, I think, over a year since we last saw each other.
Yes. We've been talking about, got to see each other in person at another Cube event, so it's great to see you again here.
Yeah, there's something funny about, I remember as we were talking about it, the joke that this event is going to be a reunion for a bunch of people that we've, never seen in person in some ways. So having these little hooks of, hey, these are humans I actually know, and can start from. And it's already been an absolute blast.
Yes, and how was your flight and everything getting here?
First flight was bad. No shade to the pilots, just turns out turbulence difficult to fly through. But we landed, we survived. We've already played some Mario Kart and explored the city. If you ever are walking through, there's a Greenwood Cemetery. It's a huge open park area, just historical center. I don't know, the sorts of things I didn't expect to do while I was here. And all the non-magic stuff, I guess.
Yeah, I already saw a Broadway show just in time. I would highly recommend it to everybody with Jonathan Groff. Highly recommend it.
This is going to be now a very time-based recording, right? If you can travel exactly right now while this show is still running. So, Ian, what are you most excited to draft?
Well, in the first round I have as number one the UMA-inspired cube. Yes. I love UMA.
And you won't hear this, but Zach Barish did just walk by and wave at us. So.
Zach Barish walked by?
Yeah.
I missed it.
Well,
I was so enthralled in the recording.
But the joy of so many of these things. There's all the people are here.
Yes.
You get to do it.
What are you most excited to play?
I don't have a specific one right at the top. That is one that is on my list.
What cube has the most counters in it?
That's a good question. Probably World War of the Spark.
Oh, World War of the Spark, Judge Bones over here. That makes a lot of sense.
By my dear friend Bones. But I'm not going to draft that here since I know where that one lives in a physical space, and so I'm not going to do that.
True.
I'm probably going to try to find something that's accessible to play. Probably something in the middle school realm.
I was just talking to the middle school owner.
Yeah,
over there.
Alex.
Yeah.
It's all good stuff. So, but the biggest part is what we're doing right here. Just spending time with people that you don't get to see otherwise.
Of course. And everyone, if you haven't listened to it, go check out Recross the Paths. Excellent podcast.
Far too kind. If you haven't listened to Cuberviews, I don't know how you're hearing this.
Well, we'll see you all soon, everybody. Hey, everyone. We just finished round one of the first round of cubing. I am in the Ultimate Masters Cube designed by Zach Barish. And I just lost to Frazier. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I actually stayed with you at the last Cube for a Cause. You hosted me very graciously. Thank you.
Well, thank you for throwing the match in response. Yes. I appreciate it.
Yes, that was my payback. Yeah, of course. Yeah, you beat me playing a mono white artifacts list. Arcbound Ravager is a hell of a card.
It really is.
Yeah.
The way the draft went, my first three picks were green and red. And then I got a fourth pick, Glass Dust, Gearhulk, which made me think I'm going to go green-white.
Oh.
And then for the rest of the draft, the white was flowing. The green completely dried up. By the end of the draft, I had 23 playable white cards, 3 playable green cards. Didn't really want to splash for 2 double green cards, so just ended up going mono-white.
Yeah. That's why you had that scattered grove that you hate drafted from the 10 lands in the draft because the lands were not shuffled in by accident.
Yep, it turns out that going mono white is even stronger when you forget to include fixing in the 540 cards.
The lands were accidentally to the side, so we just didn't shuffle them into the cube. But it's okay. It seems like everyone's decks is mostly working. Just don't go 3 colors.
Exactly.
And what other cubes are you excited to draft this weekend?
So I'm excited to draft all of them, to be honest. I don't rank cubes in these events. I'll unrank ones that I've already played. That way I can go in blind and just draft a couple amazing cubes.
Yes, of course. Yes, definitely. Well, thanks for coming on and good luck with the rest of your rounds in this event.
You too.
And now I'm here with Ben. How you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. We just finished round one of the Perilous Seas, and it's a very fun Grixis desert cube that is filled with sea monsters and pirates and craziness.
A lot of pirate ships, a lot of vehicles.
Yes. What did you draft?
I drafted, well, in the draft, I kind of got caught between two different archetypes. One was a kind of like pirate typo, and the other was a spellslinger. I got an early Lear, Disciple of the Drowns, and so I thought about building around that, but then I also got some good like pirate 2-for-1 things like enters go get a pirate, so I'm kind of doing both, and probably neither of them to the strength that they probably could. I feel like that happens to me sometimes in the cube draft where you get pulled in two directions and you kind of mash it together.
I got to see most of your deck because my deck was Gyruda Companion, and then I was blinking it with Deadeye Navigator, so I got to blink your whole deck and see everything. It was great.
You really trounced me. Gyruda was doing Gyruda things, which was way more powerful and a lot of my interaction was just to bounce it, in which case you seemingly were just like, sure, I get to play Gyruda again. Yep. Which was pretty punishing.
And what other cube have you drafted before this?
So this is our second cube draft of the day, just before I did the neoclassical cube.
Oh, I drafted that once before. It's a lot of fun.
It's incredibly fun. For people who don't know, it's a old school cube where all the cards are unsleeved and a lot of them are really beaten up, which it's particularly fun because there's so many expensive and high-powered cards. So for instance, all of the revised duels are in there. I was playing a Tolarian Academy like stacks deck with Winter Orb and like Stasis Orb and like all of these different Punisher effects, but then my payoffs were not very good. But it's incredibly fun to riffle shuffle, Tolarian Academy and a Mishra's Factory and a Metal Worker. It was really, really fun.
I think that's pretty classic with old border Magic. You just have these insane enablers and just nothing to do with them.
Yeah, and I learned after the fact that was actually part of the intention of the designer, and so the fact that I ran into that was like, oh, okay, this is exactly what happens. Like, there was many times when I was like, I can make as much mana as I want, basically.
I have 100 Tolarian mana.
My opponent is completely locked out, but I have nothing to do with it. I didn't have Triskelion, but that was like one of the payoffs. It's like, oh, I can play Triskelion. Just like, oh, play a 6-mana 3/3.
Yeah, get like a Juggernaut or something.
Exactly. Yeah, I had an original Karn, which was trying to do stuff like that.
Karn Silver Golem?
Yeah, the one that can like animate your other
cards. That card's sick.
Yeah, I won a game that way, which is fun, like animating all my stuff. So yeah, really, really fun.
And do you own a cube of your own?
I do. I have it's a kind of intro cube. It started as a Foundation set cube. It's called the Plinth.
The Plinth.
Joke on Foundation. Basically, the goal is to have like elegant cards, cards that make sense, not too much reading, because I want to be approachable for people who have never cubed before. That's kind of the goal of it. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, have fun in your next rounds.
Thank you. You too.
And now I'm joined by Raina after the second round of the Perilous Seas. We just finished a grindy game. How's it going?
Pretty good. Exhausted after those two games. Very grindy matches. Both ended with almost no cards in the library for both of us.
Yes. I feel like that's pretty common for this cube. There's a lot of milling.
It seems like it. A lot of milling, a lot of card draw. Yeah, a lot of dirtling around, it seems.
That feels pretty ocean. You're like getting through the deck, like all the crabs and all the stuff.
Braving the stormy seas, high on the tides, crash down.
What did you draft?
I drafted a pretty standard Grixis control deck. I first picked a really good control finisher. I don't remember the name of it. It's like a red-blue 7-mana fish with Foretell.
I have no idea.
It's good. It's a 7/7, makes 2 1/1s, give them all haste. Yeah, I just drafted a bunch of like counter spells, removal, card draw, and was really focused on getting like fixing in lands. So.
Yeah, for sure. And what happened in your first round?
First round went really well. I won the first game, lost the second, won the third. The second one I lost to a turn 4 Master of Waves for 5, which is pretty rough. But games 1 and 3 were just classic control stuff, like early search for his content and counter spells up and all that. But Master of Waves, still a good card.
And Gyruda is still a good card.
Gyruda is still a good card. Yeah, Gyruda was really cool.
I had to play around that Drown in the Loch the whole game though. It was making it complicated. And you kept exiling with that Thoughtseize that exiles a card from my hand, my Deadeye Navigator, which is like my favorite combo in the deck.
Both games, yeah. It would have been really cool, but I couldn't let it happen. I'm sorry. I needed to give myself a chance.
Do you go to other CUBE events? Is this the first CUBE event you've been to? Or?
This is the first like large CUBE con that I've done, or CUBE convention that I've done. My roommate and I run a monthly queer magic night called Lotus Bloom in New York, and then we do like monthly CUBE events, but those are much smaller, usually like 30 people. So
that's still a good amount of people.
Yeah, it's fun. We usually get like 2 or 3 pods and 3 other players.
Nice. Do you plan on going to CubeCon or anything?
I don't think so. I don't think it's in budget this year, so.
It's also far away.
It's far away. I'm sticking around. Anything New York local, I'll be there. But
yeah. Well, have fun in your third round and good luck.
Thank you. You too. Great playing with you.
And here I am with Scott Mirts, the event organizer. How's it going?
I'm good, Ian. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's always nice to see you.
You too, buddy.
Have you gone to do any CUBE today, or just full organizing?
Just check in and check out. Yeah, no actual gameplay, but a lot of commentary, which has been fun. Just helping shepherd people to their games.
CUBE for a Cause is a fantastic event because it's for a cause. Want to tell everyone about that?
Yeah, so every 6 months we run this event. It's always for charity. All the profits we make after our operating costs go to the charity of choice. In this case, it's Make the Road New York. Make the Road is a migrant support and advocacy group that operates in New York and a bunch of other states in the United States, basically in a time where ICE is rampantly f***ing people's lives up they have no right to. We're trying to help stop that, or at least support people who can.
That's a fantastic cause. I mean, when I was there 6 months ago, it was also for transgender, right?
Yeah.
Right?
We were working with Glitz, which is a black trans advocacy group, and then before that we did UNRWA, providing food to Palestine. Yeah.
That's awesome. And so what makes for a great CUBE event is I'm going to be helping to run ConnectiCube.
Yeah.
If people don't know about ConnectiCube, it's going to be happening in February next year. What are some things that make for a great CUBE event?
I'm going to be real. Over-preparing. Everything you think you're going to forget, you probably will forget. So make sure you double-check everything. Make sure you have amazing judges on staff. Make sure you have all your cubes sorted out. Make sure you have enough cubes, enough seats. Make sure you have a good space. The space is always critical. It's always the hardest part, at least here in New York.
Yes, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for putting on this event. I'm having a blast so far. I'm in the top 12.
Okay, go off, Ian.
Hoping to get there, but it's a tough event. It's hard to get there.
There's some killers, I won't lie.
With people like Zach Barish, how do you win?
The only way out is through, my friend. The only way out is through.
We'll see if he wins his third CUBE for a cause in a row.
This would be the hat trick. This would be the hat trick. But it's also the hometown advantage, you know?
That's
Gotta
true.
remember
That's
that.
true. Well, see you all soon. And now I'm here with Dan and Zach Barish. How's it going, guys?
Going great.
Good morning.
Good morning, Cubers.
Yeah, good morning, Cuberviews.
Good morning, Cube. I'm excited right now because I played both of your cubes yesterday, so I'm talking to both the curators right now.
Nice and easy.
Dan has 2 cubes in the main event. One is Vintage Cube at Home, I believe is the current name.
That's what
and the other requires the Pirates of the Caribbean soundtrack to be playing at all times. It's Perilous Seas, a Grixis vibes-based pirate-themed desert cube.
And Zach's cube in the event is UMA Plus, which is a draft format that seeks to emulate all the things he loved about the UMA draft format with the fixes that he thought were important to make it better.
I put a lot of artifacts in for some reason.
I was like, is this Double Masters or Ultimate Masters here?
Yes.
Who wants heroic?
Yeah, I mean, both cubes were awesome. I went 3-0 in Perilous Seas with Gyruda, into
Full
Deadeye
companion?
Navigator. Yeah.
Full companion.
Deadeye Navigator with Gyruda is disgusting.
And Gyruda can find you, the Deadeye Navigator.
Yes.
That's awesome. I actually, having a Discord chat with Ollie Beeks, the curator of Doubleton Synergy, he did a bunch of test drafts of all the cubes that he was excited about, and he did Perilous Seas, and he DM'd me after the fact. He's like, are you supposed to be able to companion Gyruda in this? So when you flashed me your first 2 cards as like Gyruda plus Deadeye Navigator, I'm like, we're gonna find out. And the answer was companions are good.
Yes.
What we learned, companion, a compelling mechanic.
But Gyruda also is like a wonderful companion to highlight in that there was a lot of hype early on, then the hype turned elsewhere, and Gyruda has been somewhat forgotten. And the fact that a severe restriction is still something that can trophy in that cube. Awesome.
I have a distinct love of Gyruda. During COVID, I was a regular in a group that did sort of online drafts, and all of them were rotos and all of them were commentated on. I did a roto draft where I was able to companion Gyruda first pick and play Gyruda Reanimator, first pick Jace Vryn's Prodigy, and just like went back and looked through the VOD. They're like, why is he taking all these cards? Like, why isn't he taking any of the cantrips? And I was just taking even costed cards with 1 mana cycling.
Yep.
The whole way through. It's a card that's near and dear to my heart for that reason. But yeah, that's a lovely experience. And I'm
you get
glad
to ignore
got
half
do
the
that.
pack. It's great. And then in the UMA cube, I got beat up by Mono White. Invoke, what is the name of it? Invoke
Justice
Invoke
for
Justice.
Kamigawa Neon Dynasty.
Yes.
Piloted by one of the people tied for first place in the event, and Brooklyn local, who I happen to have gone to high school with, Fraser Goldberg.
Oh, really?
Fraser's deck was sick. There was a bit of a mistake for that particular draft that played to Fraser's advantage. The cube does not completely neatly fit into the bottom row of the cube box. That piece of information was not transmitted, and the majority of the non-basic lands didn't make it into the draft, which means everyone has awkward mana unless you are on mono white artifacts, which now makes Invoke Justice just perfectly playable.
Really good.
Yeah, Invoke Justice back in Arcbound Ravager. You're going crazy with that.
Yeah, I've played a bit of UMA as a bit of a self-mill sicko. Like, I don't think I've ever played it not in sort of some sort of green-black mill. Usually do a lot of success because I think the times I've done that there was a Hogak in it, which is a great way to have success in self-mill decks.
And Hogak, not a trap in this cube.
No.
Hogak, very supported.
The cube is designed around 4 pillars, 3 of which are originally from UMA, and yes, the 4th of which is I wanted to make a couple changes, and at the time I made it, artifact cubes weren't quite as popular, at least I weren't as aware of them. The 4 pillars are madness, spells, using the graveyard, and artifacts. Artifacts is definitely probably the most aggressive deck, up there with madness. I want cards like Spider Spawning to function, and when cards like Spider Spawning are heavily supported, cards like Hogak, not traps, just really, really good.
Oh yeah, I have fond memories of turn 3 Hogaks in that format, and feeling pretty good about it.
Spider Spawning and Rise from the Tides. How else can you not like a format? Come on.
I love those cards. I love those cards.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming on, and good luck in your final rounds.
You as well, Ian.
It is day 2, just finished the first round of draft 3. We're in the middle school, which is a very cool, like, time period cube, and I'm joined by Grayson. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Day 2, had to get up early. The trains were a nightmare, but I'm here.
The trains were a nightmare.
Yeah.
I was going on the N, and, like, apparently there was a fire or something.
I had no idea. I was on the D at one point, and it just turned, they were just like, we're turning around.
Oh, they
like,
turned around?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. And we're both doing pretty decent, maybe on the edge of contention for top 8.
If things go really, really well, I think both of us can swing into top 8.
Yeah, you're in like 10th and I'm in like 7th right now,
Yeah.
barely. There are 3 people or 4 people who are like undefeated, so it's tough. What have you drafted today?
So I'm in the middle school cube. I drafted a kind of Simic tempo deck. I wound up getting Curiosity, hit someone real hard, and then there's the green color shifted Curiosities also in the cube.
Keen Sense?
Yeah, Keen Sense. So I wound up with both of those.
Did you also get the Edric too?
I didn't.
Oh.
I didn't get the whole like card draw thing. But
Edric is like the card.
I saw Edric, but it was in a pack with Garruk Wildspeaker.
Oh, Garruk is so good.
Those were the 2 picks. I went back and forth. Edric obviously did not wheel. But yeah, kind of a Simic tempo thing, trying to stick like a little flyer or something, start drawing cards, just protect it. Went 1-2 in my first match, lost pretty badly to Dimir. I guess not too badly, but I lost to a Dimir control.
Which I was sitting right next to. I'm on blue-white control, and so me and the Dimir control deck were definitely cutting each other off a little bit.
Yeah, it was like playing like a kind of tapper strategy. They had the Geist that taps thing. Frost Titan was their top end. And it was one of those things where like the game I won, you're playing tempo, right? So once I got out ahead, you can kind of build that snowball, but then like the games where it was just like play a creature, he taps it down, play a creature, he taps it down, I just got decimated.
Yeah, well, good luck in your 2nd and 3rd round.
Yeah,
Hopefully we both make it.
Yeah, me too.
Now I'm joined by Steve from CubeHeads. How you doing?
Good, Ian. How's it going, man?
I'm doing pretty well. What are you drafting right now?
I'm in Neoclassical right now.
That's a fun cube.
At the feature table, which is a lot of nerves, but I'm not the feature drafter, so I'm glad about that.
Okay. Are you going to be playing against the feature drafter?
I don't know. I'm 1-0. We'll see if they win or not. So
yeah,
it's all up in the air right now. I'm playing mono red, so I was done quick.
Oh, mono red. There you go.
Yes, I was in my lane, unbothered.
What's the best card in the Neoclassical cube for mono red? Sulfuric Vortex we got going on?
I'm partial to Fire Blast.
Oh.
Just because like it finishes.
Yeah.
And, like it's usually the last like couple damage that you need to finish out. So I'm very partial to Fire Blast, but somebody took a Ball Lightning I thought was going to wheel, and I wanted to fling Ball Lightning, so I don't get to do that, but I'm still having fun. So
Who else is taking Ball Lightning?
that's what well, the second the draft finished, I said, who took the Ball Lightning? And somebody was just like, I didn't want to play against it. And I was like, all right, fair.
We were like, I don't know, it was that or like a land I didn't need or something.
Yeah,
It's like,
fair
oh,
enough.
come on.
Yeah, so, but it's been a great event so far. I'm really excited, so.
Yeah. So how do you like the Neoclassical Cube overall? Have you played it before?
I played it once before. I think I actually played it, I don't know if it was in Baltimore, if it was at Cube for a Cause Summer last year, but I love it. I mean, just the aesthetics, and Andy is just like, I mean, he's a professional designer. He's very talented at designing things in general.
Yeah.
Like, he has his hand in things that's usually pretty aesthetically great. So, like, there's just so much as a magic boomer of myself.
Are you riffle shuffling?
Yeah, I'm riffle shuffling. Like, I grabbed the pile with the Underground Sea and I just right off the bat. So
That's what he wants.
Yeah, I know.
Do you think that him commentating, because he's on commentary for the live stream, do you think he's watching everyone and being like, no, the time
I
twister?
think, no, he's a sicko. He's like, bend that I don't know, like, yeah, I'm very glad that he wasn't watching my deck building though, because that's like so nerve-wracking to like be judged by the Cube owner while you're building the deck. Like, so
Yes.
glad I'm not thinking about that.
Well, have fun your second and third round.
Thanks, appreciate it, Ian.
Hey everyone, Ian here. Just finished up the event. I ended up getting 9th, just out of top 8. It was a fantastic event. Cube for a Cause is an excellent event. They do it twice a year, so definitely check it out if you're interested. And thank you all for listening, and I hope you have a great day.